Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Get your ass in the ring, swing. Get in the ring, swing. Get in the ring, swing. Get in the ring, nigga. Get in the ring, swing. Get in the ring, swing. Get in the ring, swing. Get in the ring, nigga. What up, boys?
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Border Wars Unguarded. We're going to be sitting down with Texas's own John, that one white boy, stepping up to the plate, taking on the dangerous, for sure fire D, hailing from Houston, Texas himself. John, what's going on? Francis in Canada joining us. What's going on, gentlemen?
Not a whole lot, Ness. It's a beautiful day outside here in Texas, man. How's it over there in New York?
Oh, man, cold, man. Ready to go. Ready to go.
Yeah, I bet.
Bro, but let's jump right into it, man. What made you take not only this fight on short notice, but step in the ring with someone on paper with more experience than yourself?
I just like to challenge myself. For sure, Fire D is a good fighter. 6 amateur fights, Golden Gloves too, correct?
Yeah, he should have a Golden Gloves under his belt for sure.
Very nice. I would like to challenge myself against. I like the challenge that he presents. He showed some flaws in the fight with Shawn that I feel like I could capitalize off of, being a smaller opponent, quicker, faster. But other than that, man, he's got the experience. He's got the cool head in the ring. I look forward to sharing the ring with him.
You know, what I noticed that he has from that first fight was obviously that left hook, man. He was very accurate with his left hook, and it was scoring him some points. Did you pick up on it? Do you think it's a decent left hook? Do you foresee it being a problem for you?
Yeah, it's a good left hook. His timing's good. But it's my job to nullify that left hook. I don't want to get caught with that. I'm sure he'll get me with it, man. It's a fight.
So, again, very similar to the amateurs, you know, so you get very limited information on your fighter. Obviously, with Border Wars, you get to see 1 or 2 fights. We get you some footage. What are you seeing in him that you feel you can capitalize off of?
Faster than him. I think that's going to be the key.
Let me ask you a question before you go any further. How is it that people can tell that by video? Like, oh, I'm definitely faster than him. Like, how are you gauging that when you're not there in real time to see the speed, I guess, in real time?
Because, I mean, my coaches tell me I'm faster, and they're pros. So, I mean, I'll just go off of their word.
Fair enough. So your coach has seen the footage, I'm assuming, off that last statement?
Yes, sir.
And anything that stuck out that they might have said after watching it?
A lot. Yeah, a lot.
Anything you feel that you're at liberty to share that wouldn't ruin or give away the game plan?
You better make sure his cardio's up. That's all I must say.
Yeah, you know, you've had a lot to say. You said that's all you're going to say, but you've had a lot to say. You've actually put yourself kind of with your back against the wall saying that you're going to get a knockout. That's very bold statement in Border Wars. You know, I mean, it's not like we're not seeing it happen more and more, but I'm still a firm believer that it's hard to accomplish that with headgear.
I mean, what I said, Ness, was one of us is going to get knocked out. I
okay.
said one of us ain't leaving the ring standing up. It's going to be a good fight, man. And I ain't getting knocked out, so he gonna touch the canvas, man.
Oh, there you go.
That's what we training for. We don't train to go in there to pitter pat.
And you think that's what he does, pity pat, or are you just speaking in general?
Nah, I'm not saying he's doing that, but I don't need to worry about what he's doing. I believe in my skills. I believe in the training that I've had, and that's it.
What part of Texas are you from, John?
Amarillo, the real 806.
Never really heard of that. Where is that by?
It's at the top of Texas, man. The Texas Panhandle.
Okay. So
What's up?
you got some. Okay, go ahead, Francis. Jump on in.
Yeah, I'm here. What's going on, John? How you doing?
I'm doing great, Francis. What's up?
Awesome. I'm doing good. I just wanted to ask you just a few questions. You know what I mean? Every now and again, I like to come in and lighten the mood a little bit, get the people to know a little bit about you. What is your training camp been like? What kind of work have you been doing? Have you been doing like road work, strictly run on the treadmill, like aerobics, any type of specific workouts that you were doing for this camp?
Oh yeah, we run every day. I swim.
How much miles you running?
Today I hit my 5. I ain't gonna lie, man. Doing that every day
5.
sucks.
Wow.
Yeah, doing that like I said, his cardio better be up. That's one of the things I seen in his videos. He's gassing out, and he don't need to do that in the ring with me, because if he gasses out, I'm gonna take advantage of him and I'm gonna put him down.
Okay, so you do 5 miles and.
Yeah, I do 5 miles. I do the jump rope. Our cardio is after the miles. We got cardio. I do today. I'm doing 2 a days. I'm literally at the gym right now, about to hop back in and do technical work, one-on-one.
Are you doing any strength work, any weightlifting, anything to work on maybe power or explosiveness?
I don't lift weights no more. I used to lift weights like old Mario, but I was too big to throw a shot. So I quit lifting. Every now and then I'll do I'll deadlift and stuff like that. That really gets your whole body workout. I swim.
What's your max deadlift?
Shoot, that was a long time ago. I can't even remember, bro.
Okay. Another question I want to ask you: what type of music do you listen to when you are working out or running to?
Man, I like Fleetwood Mac. I like the old school kind of stuff, man. I listen to a little pop, little rap every now and then, but usually when I'm working out with the coaches and stuff, they just throw on some whatever's playing on the tube.
And how much times a week are you sparring?
2.
2 times a week. Okay. And how much rounds are you going?
4 apiece.
4 rounds apiece, and that
Nice.
is with the 2-minute time bell, or are you going 3 minutes?
3 minutes with 30-second rest.
Okay.
I might change mine to 2 minutes, man. My trainer, I tried to change it in the past, and he's like, "Oh no, you fight you for 3 minutes, so that 2 minutes ain't shit to you in the ring." But I think that's actually the wrong advice for a 2-minute fight, right? Because you pace yourself in a 3-minute fight. You know what I mean? It's a different pace. 2 minutes, they coming right at you. You know what I mean? 3 minutes, you could probably put some game plan, but I don't know. I'm just talking.
Is there anything about your opponent that was worrying you from seeing his training videos or the way his sparring is gone?
The only thing that worries me is he gonna make 168. It was supposed to be 160 at first. And then he said, "Well, I can't make 160. I'll do 168." I said, "Okay." To me, that he just underestimated me, man. He would have made 160 for Elias. He's not gonna make it for me.
So don't you think the power is something that you got to worry about? Seeing that, no, you see you shake your head, no?
I ain't gotta worry about his power.
I hear that.
Why not? I mean, his last fight was at what, 190? Where did he fight with Shawn? 175. 175.
Yeah, man.
This is only one division. I hear you.
Like I said, man, the sparring that I get, the footage I send y'all isn't all the sparring that I get. So.
All right, man. You are extra confident. So, jumping in this at this level, you're really leaving only room for the top of the division. And I mean, obviously that's Mitty. Now, this was the same storyline for Elias, right? Like, he and you have the ability to upset the apple cart. For Surefire D needs 2 wins. He has the skill. You know, he has the public wants to see him, but he needs those 2 wins to actually get a vacant title shot with Mitty, who's also been waiting for a title. He wanted to fight Southside Ducey as the mandatory. That isn't happening. But you have the ability again to upset all that and halt Mitty from a vacant title shot, stop for Surefire D from being in one, and maybe even put yourself in position to do that. Obviously, with one fight, you don't meet the criteria, but it's like I told the last guy, you know, would you petition? Being as though you beat someone so experienced in your first fight, do you think that the commission should maybe look into giving you the same that they would have gave the fighter before you who pulled out of the fight?
I thought you said the belt was at 160, Ness.
It is. It is.
So he gets that accredited for the 168 weight class?
You need the win. You need to have at least 2 wins in the Border Wars ecosystem to, you know, be able to get a title shot. So, yeah, you know, his last fight was at 175, you know, and the caliber of opponent also matters because we don't have, every division doesn't have 10 fighters. So, you know, for Surefire D got a good win over Shawn Jones, Mission Impossible. And obviously, we're going to see what you have. But he's looking for that second win is the point.
He's looking for it. He ain't going to find it with me, though. Not at 168 or 160 or whatever. And after that, I'd like Southside Ducey. He's got the very first knockout in Border Wars. He's a southpaw. I called him out. I got a new job. I feel obligated to give that man the fight that he wanted. That's who I want next. And if he don't show up, I understand maybe, you know, family obligations or I don't know. I guess he ain't been around. Correct? You said he had to vacate that belt?
I mean, we're calling it that, but you know, he's gone MIA, so we have to just, you know, strip.
All right. I mean, if he's gone MIA, then yeah, I want Mitty. I mean, if I can get past for Surefire D, that's a Golden Glove with 6 amateur fights. Who else out there with the experience of Mitty? Nobody.
Exactly.
Just Mitty.
That's what I'm saying. So that, you know, does that kind of ruin it for you that you would be the top so quick? Not only be at the top, but like imagine you beat both of them. Now you're just sitting there making defenses. Not that there's anything wrong with being, you know, the king of the division, but I mean, you would have beaten and achieved all the goals there is to do in that division. I guess moving up, right? You could always move up.
Moving down. My real weight class ain't 160, man. I can drain myself to welterweight. Believe that.
Wow.
I have a very high metabolism, and man, 168. Even my coaches were like, "Man, that's a pretty big weight class," but they believe in my abilities. I believe in my abilities, and that's all that matters. I don't care if he's got 6 amateur fights and he's a Golden Glove. Golden Gloves can get washed up too. I'm not saying he is washed up. I'm not saying he ain't got skills. I'm not saying any of that. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, it's just a man standing across from me.
Now there's
with the same 2 arms and the same 2 legs that every other human being that gets in the ring's got.
There's a new fish in town, and I wasn't even going to mention his name because, you know, weight classes, but the fact that you said you can get down as low as welterweight, I don't know if you've been keeping your eye to the Border Wars ecosystem, but there's a guy by the name of Corrie Frank who's 14 amateur fights and a Golden Gloves champion with professional ambitions. So I guess that's a potential super fight for you if you make it that far.
Ness, it's not if, it's when. It's when I make it that far. Corrie, bro, he got some skills, man. I mean, you got to give props where it's due. His sparring footage was grade A. His workouts on the aqua bag, on everything, grade A. He's very slick, very smooth with it. That is a fight that I want in the future. And to be honest, I'd rather take Mitty on before I took Corrie on. But that's just me being honest.
So
Wow.
you think Corrie, without seeing him, is higher caliber than Mitty, or just you want Mitty because he's the bigger fish in the ecosystem?
The bigger fish in the ecosystem would be one of the, probably right there, I guess. Man, Corey's got a lot of skills, bro. I mean, he's got 14 amateur fights.
No, I mean, skills he has, but he doesn't have the people. You know, the people love and know Mitty as their champion that's uncrowned. So, I mean, I'm just saying, right? So, like, you could beat AJ or you could beat Fury, right? Like, I mean, that's a bad analogy.
Yeah, it is.
You could beat Teofimo or you could beat Devin Haney.
That's a bad one too.
That's a bad one too?
Yeah.
So help me then. If ever all of my shit is bad, I'm just saying one of them gotta be better than the other in the sense of more marketability, more popularity, and I think that's Mitty. I think Mitty, you know, he's 3-0 in Border Wars. You know, he's been to appreciation nights. You know, more people know. I'm being honest. You get more clout beating Mitty. Corrie just stepped on the scene now. If Corrie all of a sudden gets an emphatic knockout that's going to make people remember him for seasons to come, but I thought Mitty was that guy. I could be wrong. My bad.
No. I mean, everything you just said was right, but that don't mean that Corrie can't beat him or that he's not the better fighter. I want to fight the best, man. I like to challenge myself. And that's
So
just
wait
it.
a minute. So you're Earl Spence. You saying you rather fight Crawford, not Pacquiao. So you don't want Mitty, who's Pacquiao. He's more known. He's the bigger name. He's got the accolades. You want what you believe the public is saying is the better fighter in Corrie?
No, that's a good one.
Man, I'll fight either one of them.
There you
How about
go.
that?
There you go. Let's get to these questions from the people. We got Israel Weber in Oklahoma who says, I've seen your footage and I think you're a live dog in this one. On a scale from 1 to 10, where do you see your cardio at? Good luck
10.
and looking forward to meeting you in all right, 10. Nobody's answered 10. Nobody's answered 10 yet. Eddie Bola de Grasa Navarez says a fight with Southside Ducey, a fight with Mitty, and now for sure fire. You keep going after the big names. What makes you so confident to be calling out all these names? Very good. Yo, this guy has amazing Border Wars memory, let me tell you. But go for it. Answer that.
Because I like to challenge myself, man. That's just what it is. If I lose, I want to lose to somebody that's better than me.
Yeah, I hear that. Brandon Maurice, best barbecue spot in Texas.
Man,
Yes.
to be honest, Brandon, I ain't been a lot. Texas is a big state, bro. Dude, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but probably Dyer's. Like, I ain't been to a lot of barbecue places here in Texas, bro. But if you Google Dyer's, it's like a chain. It's like a chain restaurant, so it's a shitty answer. So I apologize.
We got the champ, Marvin, WBC, WBA champ out of Texas himself in that Irving, Fort Worth area says, what's up, John? Are you looking to stick around Border Wars, or is this one a one-time thing? Excuse me.
No, definitely stick around, man. Most definitely.
All right. Adrian in Wisconsin says, shout out to you. Listening to your previous Border Wars interview got me into wanting to compete. What is your best attribute in the ring and your biggest flaw?
Tune in and watch, Adrian.
Yo,
Tune in and watch.
that's dope. He never said that before. He said listening to your previous Border Wars interview is what got him wanting to compete. Shout out. Uh-oh. Mission Impossible Jones, the man to be defeated at the hands of your current foe, says, what has you so confident given that on paper experience difference between you and your opponent? Did I expose something that you think you can take advantage of? Good luck, brother, and avenge my loss.
Shawn, I got you, bro. I got you. I will avenge your loss. And yeah, you exposed his cardio, bro. He was tired, weak. Yo, I'm just saying, like, fatigue will make cowards of men, and I'm not saying he was being a coward. All I'm saying is, if you get tired in the ring, I'm gonna make you pay for it.
Yo, I'm excited, man. Finally, we get to see a white boy fight. And
no, not just a white boy, but
That
one white boy.
that one white boy. That is true.
That one white boy.
So John, what has brought you to the Border Wars community before we let you go?
Man, to be honest, man, I on a Saturday morning, I was training a little bit with a guy named Jose Rodarte, and I was like, man, dude, how would I start, competing? It was like, it fell right in my lap, dude. YouTube, the filter popped up. I was on it. Was Lauren and Southside Ducey was getting at it. I hopped on the call and was like, bro, Ducey's going to knock you out. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I called it. Ducey did sleep him, and that's all she wrote. But since then, I've reached out to Lauren. He's in good health, and his family's doing well.
Yeah, he's had a kid, man. Shout out to Lauren. He bought a house and had a child.
That's great, man. Hey, shout out to Lauren, man. If that's one way that I'll be able to accept an L if it ever happens, is getting knocked out. So there ain't no shame in going out like that, Lauren.
Definitely.
I'm with you on that one.
So, are you going to be able to attend the weigh-in and press conference? What time you getting in?
Man, I'll probably get there. My coach won't be able to leave till a little later, he said. So I'll be there probably. I'll probably leave here at 5:30 or 6.
So you're coming day of. You're coming day of.
Excuse me. No, I'm coming Friday.
Oh, Friday. All right. So
I'll hit you up. Don't worry. I got you. I got you the information. I'll hit you up.
Well, I guess in closing, we want to shout out all our sponsors for Border Wars 9. Want to thank The Last Stand, Brian Custer. Want to thank The Last Stand podcast and Brian Custer, obviously, for being one of the very first to go ahead and believe in Border Wars and sponsor us. WirelessBudshop.com. Pick up those wireless earbuds right there from one of our very own J Hardcore. Shout out to El Camino, also one of our very own, been rocking out from the beginning. War Tape, the tape and choice for champions. We're going to have your wrists and hands wrapped with War Tape, and you should be able to take at least 1 or 2 rolls home per fighter. We're going to be sure to put together equally sized goodie bags for everybody. Want to shout out No Label Sports and Entertainment and Spencer Farron, man, for
Rob
coming
Stanley.
through. And Rob Stanley for coming through and sponsoring Border Wars last minute in the clutch when we needed them. Shout out to Edwin and Cito, a.k.a. Cito, a big rig trucking agency right here in the tri-state area, Philadelphia, New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, and even Ohio. That's not part of the tri-state, man. So, he's doing his thing, man, reaching out to everybody and, definitely giving you guys one of the best quotes out there, and it's free. You can get your free quote and see could he beat your current insurance coverage. Can't forget Holt.boxing.gloves and HoltBoxing.com. Don't forget to check out Kendall Holt on all forms of social media. Check out his glove line. He gave us a few pairs to give to our lucky winners. And Bravas.com. Shout out to Xavier Miller, made the connection. Bravas.com out in the UK with the sexy gold and white alpha line they sent for one of our winners, man. And yeah, man, I want to shout out all the Patreons that continue to watch Border Wars and made it to get to this level where now we got sponsors, man. Some of you have even donated to make sure certain things go off. So just want to thank everybody that tuned in. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Unguarded with that one white boy in
Hold on,
Texas.
Not finished yet. We can't leave no man behind. Shout out to Marlon So Icy.
Oh, and Austin Trout,
for shouting us out. We can't forget, Austin, no doubt, Trout, for helping us out with all the gear. Also, we can't forget Adrian Clark. Protect yourself at all time. He's helping us with the Everlast gear, headgear, and 16-ounce glove for all our fighters to make sure they're safe and they're protected. And definitely undisputed boxing gear.
Yeah, man. Damn, so I missed like 4. There you go, man. Tag team. Yo, that one white boy, give out any social media, champ.
My social media is that one white boy. Facebook, John Morgan Watson. Shout out to my coach, Martin. Manny, Dante, Shane for the sparring, Zeke for the sparring, D for the sparring. Shout out to I know they don't sponsor us, but you know what? This brand right here, the Rec Smile Club, man, this stuff really works, bro. And if y'all are out there listening, you know, you're probably not, but one day you probably see this. Their products are legit. They have your teeth looking white. Man, I drank black coffee for the longest of time. Got stains on my teeth. They'll definitely help, bro. It's no myth.
Okay, so
and
that's like
just
a whitener.
Yeah, actually it is. It's like an LED. You put it on your teeth at night. You know, Conor McGregor, they promoted it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I wonder if it's real. And but it does work, man. So shout out to Smile Direct Club. I know they don't sponsor us, but whatever. They're a good company. So shout out to the Boxing Voice, Kendall Holt, all the sponsors, man. I'm excited, and this is going to be the best fight. I think y'all did right by giving Supermex the co-main event. He's been on the card for a long time. He's been a loyal Patreon. It is what it is. But like I said, whenever I take the stage, it'll be the best fight of the night. Whether it's first
FON, fight of the night, or
Fight of the
FOTN, whatever.
FOTN.
I tried.
Yo, we are out, man. Catch us on the next one, and don't forget to catch that one white boy December 5th, Border Wars, Dallas, Texas. It goes down.
Peace, guys.
Peace.